So today I got a question for you. And the question is, are you chasing a look or are you chasing a number? Again, the question is, are you chasing a look or are you chasing a number? Because the approach to getting to those two goals is completely different. And I think a lot of times when people say they want to lose weight, they really mean they want to look a certain way. But what they don't understand is that those two things can mean something completely different. And you may have experienced this before where you lose weight, but you're still not happy with the way you look. You hit your weight loss goal, but you're still not happy with the way you look. And it could be because of the approach that you took to lose weight. And I've been having this discussion throughout the years. I've been coaching and training clients for over 35 years. And I've been having this discussion with clients for the entirety of that time, really trying to get people to understand what they really want. I remember years ago when I first developed my website, MrFitness4U2.com, shameless plug. But when I first developed that website, it was all about weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. But then I changed it because I realized that what most people wanted was not necessarily to lose weight, but they wanted to look a certain way. Although, as one of my clients says today, says it, she said in her call earlier this week that the reason why she says weight loss is because it's what people understand. Everybody understands. Like when people tell her that she's losing weight, she uses the term weight loss solely because that's what people understand, even though what they're seeing is a transformation of her body that has less to do with weight loss and more to do with fat loss and the replacement of that fat with muscle. So she looks smaller, which she is, so people understand it as weight loss. But in her instance, she's not chasing a number. And when I say, are you chasing a number? What I mean by that is, are you looking solely for a number on the scale to be something different? Or are you chasing a look? Do you want to look a certain way? Or do you only care about what the number says on the scale? Because again, the way you approach those goals could be, and most of the time is different. So again, talking to, my clients and really getting to understand what it is they're looking to accomplish. And I love these unedited videos because a lot of time I just start talking and I completely forget where I'm going and I'm trying to remember where I was going with that and I go somewhere else. But anyway, um, you when I created my website years ago, I changed it from focusing on weight loss to focusing on helping people transform their body. So I forget what my tagline used to be, but now it's body transformation specialist. And very little on my website now. And it may have kind of found its way back in through different iterations of my website to start to talk about weight loss. But for the most part, it talks more about transforming your body and not losing weight. And through losing weight the right way and losing the right type of weight, you will transform your body to look the way you want it to look. So I've been having this discussion a lot with my clients. And recently I had 3 clients that were each losing roughly about a pound to a pound and a half a week. And all of these clients were extremely unsatisfied with a pound to a pound and a half weight loss per week because they've done things that were extreme in the past and they've lost much quicker weight loss. Now, we all know what comes fast goes fast. So all of these clients in their pursuit to lose weight in the past have all lost tremendous amounts of weight in a short amount of time and have gained it all back relatively quickly, plus some when they stop doing those things that caused them to lose that weight really fast. So my approach is more about helping you to create a lifestyle change. So I always tell people, if you're looking for quick weight loss, I'm not the guy for you because my focus is to help you not only keep the weight off, because most people that come to me that want to lose weight quickly, they've done the quick weight loss thing and they've gained it back once they stop doing the thing. So I like to teach my clients lifestyle changes to help them not only lose the weight, but teach them how to keep it off once they lose it. So I had these three clients, two women and one man. And this happened over like the last few weeks. So I said, okay, you guys want quicker weight loss? I'm going to give you quicker weight loss. And we're going to do something extreme. I said, for the next 2 weeks, we're going to put you on an extremely calorically restricted diet. So my one male client, I put him on 1,000 calories a day. The two female clients, one was a little bit bigger than the other one. The one that was a little bit bigger, I put her on 800 calories a day. And the smaller one, I put her on 700 calories a day. 2 weeks, you're going to follow this diet. So out of the three of them, only one person lasted 2 weeks. The one in the middle that I put on the 800 calorie a day diet, she lasted for 10 days. The one that I put on the 700 calorie a day diet, she lasted for 7 days. And the guy that I put on the 1,000 calorie a day diet, he lasted for the entire 2 weeks. Now, this wasn't like a cleanse, but it was really low calorie. Now, the guy, he lost a total of 18 pounds over that 2 week period, 14 days. The lady that was on the 800 calorie a day diet, she lost 12 pounds. And the woman that was on the 700 calorie a day diet, she lost 9 pounds. Okay. So 9, 12, and I can't remember if it was 17 for him or 18. It was 17 or 18 for my guy that lasted the whole 14 days. And all of them said that it was the most miserable the miserable time of their life. The guy said the most miserable 2 weeks. The lady that lasted the 10 or 12 days, she said it was a horrible time. And the lady that lasted 7 days, she said the same thing. It was the most horrible thing they've ever done, despite the weight loss. I mean, to lose 9 pounds, 12 pounds, 10 pounds in 2 weeks or less is amazing. But all of them said that it was a miserable time. They would never want to do it again. Okay. They said that all of them had joint pain that they didn't have prior to going on this extreme diet, headaches, low energy, starving all the time. These are the things that you experience when you chase the number, when your sole focus is the number. And I tell my clients, if you just simply want to lose weight, you don't need me to do that. Just don't eat. I mean, literally, don't eat or barely eat anything, and you will lose weight. The problem is you're going to lose more of the weight that you don't want to lose, and you're going to lose less of the weight that you do want to lose. And this is what is referred to as skinny fat. Like, you have a person that's looks skinny with their clothes on, but when they take their clothes off, they reveal more fat than you thought they had on their bodies. Skinny fat. So the approach that these clients were on, which prior to doing this extreme, 2 week, I guess you can call it test, 2 week experiment, is eventually something that is going to get them to where they want to be over a longer period of time. Pound and a half a week, some weeks 2 pounds. Get them to where they want to be over a longer period of time and allow them to be able to stay there once they get there. Where this 2 week extreme experiment, all of them had a miserable time, whether it was 7 days, 10, 12 days, or the entire 2 weeks. They had a miserable time. And the problem with chasing the scale is, again, the things that are required to lose weight drastically are very drastic. So by just the result of the way these things are, it's very difficult to create habits around drastic changes. And that's why they don't stick. That's why people will lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. And the cycle just continues. Instead of slowing it down, doing things that are more sustainable, teaching yourself how to have new habits, and then getting to your goals and staying there. So I had another story with a one of my friends who is also a coach. He wanted me to talk to one of his clients because his client was struggling. So I got on the phone with his client yesterday, and the client was upset because he was losing all this weight prior to come not all this weight. He said it was a lot of weight. Come to find out it was only 7 pounds that he had lost prior to working with my friend, the coach. And the coach kind of explained to him what was going on, the extreme approach. He was losing mostly water, he was losing mostly muscle. But because the guy was simply chasing the scale, it was hard for him to understand what my friend, the coach, was telling him to do and why. Because initially he wasn't losing weight as quickly as he saw before. So his idea of what should happen was what was happening when he was going on this extreme approach to weight loss. So I talked to him, and I don't know if he really understood. I told him, here's why your coach is telling you to do X, Y, and Z. And I said, am I telling you to do anything different than what your coach was telling you to do? And he's like, no. Am I giving you any reasons for doing it other than what your coach gave you? And he said, no. So the I hate to say the problem is, because it's not a problem, but for most people that are chasing the number, they're oftentimes going to get led in the wrong direction of this hamster wheel of lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, because the things you're doing to lose weight are not sustainable long term. And if you want long term weight loss success, I don't know anybody that gets on a weight loss diet, gets on a weight loss program to lose weight to eventually gain it back. Most people that want to get on a program, their idea is, I'm going to get on this program, I'm going to lose weight, and I'm never going to gain it back. But the people that are just chasing scale oftentimes fail at that whole lose weight and keep it off. They tend to lose weight and gain it all back plus some. So slow and steady wins the race. Teach yourself through slower weight loss, create the habits, build the habits, get to your goal, and now you have learned the habits to help you stay at that goal. So if you've been struggling trying to lose weight and you've been losing, gaining, maybe you want to change your focus from the number on the scale to chasing the way you want to look, because those two things are completely different. The approaches that you have to take to change your body, change the way you look, because now when you're focused on changing the way you look, your focus shifts from the scale to how much fat do I have and how much muscle do I have. So I even have, with my clients, I'll say, well, we don't have to, if your focus is on chasing the way you look, chasing the way your clothes fit, and not chasing a number on the scale, we technically don't have to weigh you at all. We can use other tools and metrics to determine how you're progressing. And my four favorite are um, tape measure. So circumference measurements, because then you can see specifically how your body's changing. You can see I lost a half an inch here, an inch on my thigh, an inch on my chest, an inch on my shoulders, whatever the case may be. So we've got the measurements. We've got a skin fold caliper, which is more of an old school way of checking body fat. But you can use that caliper to pinch here, to pinch here, to pinch here, and you can see specifically how much fat you're losing on certain parts of your body. You can use the way your clothes fit. You can use progress photos. So those are the things that I'll use with clients that want to change the way their body looks. And look, the overall, in focusing on the look over the scale, over the number, the weight loss is going to be a result of focusing on the look and not focusing on the scale. So you're going to lose weight anyway. But by taking the right approach of fueling your body properly, adding in an ample amount of strength training and the right amount of cardiovascular activity and all the other things that come along with it, like rest and stress reduction and all of those things, you're going to put yourself in a better position to be toned, tight, in shape. You're going to look better. Your clothes are going to fit better, and you're going to be much happier with the way you look, rather than driving yourself crazy, starving yourself, and constantly looking at the scale and being unsatisfied, dissatisfied long term with what you see. So If you're chasing the look and not the scale, but you need help, click the first link below in the description, fill out the form, and you and I will figure out together what we need to do to get you to look and feel the way that you want to feel.